Welcome back. You're still watching the Afia Morning Show live from Enugu, Nigeria. Now we're slowly winding down today's broadcast, but not before we discuss another event that has made the news in Enugu as the NBA conference is underway. Now, a section of Enugu South-Urban constituents and, as they describe themselves, friends of lawmaker-elect demonstrated yesterday calling for the release of the Labour Party candidate, Barrister Bright Ngene. Of course, he contested in the Enugu South-Urban constituency by-elections. They bear placards that read, NBA, please save our democracy. Release Barrister Bright Ngene now. A prisoner of conscience. The people's choice is not a crime. NBA, please help Barrister Bright Ngene to represent his constituency, among others. Now, the peaceful protesters alleged that Barrister Ngene was wrongly convicted and sentenced to 7 years imprisonment by the Enugu State Magistrates Court. Joining us to assess this is Mr. Ben Kachikwu, who is a PA to the Labour Party candidate. Thank you so much, Mr. Ben, for joining.
Good morning.
Good morning, welcome here.
Good morning, thank you.
So the conference was on the way, and then we just looked out of the window and saw that it was a protest on the way at the same time. Could you walk us through events that have led to this outcry that we saw yesterday?
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's a long journey so far before we got to where we were yesterday. You very well know Honorable Bright Ngene won the election on March 18, 2023, to represent the good people of Enugu South-Urban at the State House of Assembly. But somehow there was a rerun ordered by the court. So INEC haven't tried to conduct that election. I'm just trying to be fast about it. Tried to conduct that election 8 times. Twice initially unsuccessful. Somehow trying to put him away, his opponents, the PDP and the power that be, try to put him away to see if that seat can be clinched by their party. Had to resurrect a dead case from his community, a Kuke community, because then he served in the community's towns union as sand and gravel secretary. It's a subcommittee. They were accused of embezzling some funds. So the case had been in the multi-door court all the while. Only after that, after the 2 elections, the failed attempt to conduct the 2 by-elections on the 3rd of February and 4th of February 2024, that case was now brought up and sent to a regular court under His Worship Idi Omo. And in less than 1 month for trial, he passed judgment. And so he's been in detention all the while. We know he's a prisoner of conscience because of the political leaning to the case. Now, INEC came again on the 16th of this month, conducted another rerun, and declared him the winner of that election. Now, he can't be in prison to serve his people, right? And because the case is a bailable offense, the judge neither gave the room for bail or for a shorty, some sort of. He just gave them 7 years imprisonment. The idea is keep them here, and they will be here, the election will be conducted, and we are going to take over the seats. But that didn't happen. So there is need for we, the people, his people, to come around and let the world know exactly what is going on with him. Now, this issue became necessary was because at the High Court, after the Magistrate Court had sentenced him for 7 years, he appealed the sentencing at the State Magistrate Court, at the State High Court, and somehow 3 judges have seen that case. And the last one that saw the case, Honorable Justice Aja, on the 11th of March, this 2024-5, this year, the man just came to court and hoping that we're going to hear judgment. Now, what we're saying is the judgment could come either way. Nobody's saying just give the judgment so we can appeal the case to a higher court. The man recused himself from the case on that day of judgment. And ever since then till this moment, no judge has been assigned that case.
What do you think is at play here, Mr. Ben?
It's politics.
A certain gentleman came here, Honorable Chukwonye Okereke, so he made some assertions that Bright Ngene could have handled the case differently. But after he won the seats representing Enugu North,
Enugu South-Urban constituency,
urban constituency of the House of Assembly in Enugu State, that he started thinking maybe he's untouchable, that nothing could actually happen to him again. I could have handled the case differently, even before the election and even after the election. But he started, feeling that, oh, nothing literally could actually happen to me right now since I'm a member of the House of Assembly. Is this true? Is there any truth in this assertion?
None of any sort. But the truth is, we live in a system where government itself serves as opposition, right, in our country. And that's what you see. So those men that walk around media houses to paint a wrong narrative, they are being induced by the government. With all sincerity, I say this. In fact, even as I speak to you, one is on air on Urban right now, doing what he's known for. We call them E-rats. So it's not out of place that we hear or see such people.
But similarly, regarding Honorable Chikonye Okereke, right, during the last by-election, as they stated, they actually came to intervene to make sure that the election wasn't rigged and all that, right? Knowing fully well that he was there with the Minister of Science and Technology, right? So would you also tag him as those E-rats? Because he was there to make sure, as stated to with the Minister of Science and Technology, that the election goes well and without being rigged.
Is everybody standing with you, your friend? I accept that question. And let me say this. Bright himself is a fine gentleman. And that's why you see this organic followership. Right? A man in detention, winning an election, people standing for him, come rain, come shine, should tell you something about his personality. He is not, the seat is not his problem per se, because what is there? Why are people so bent on, if it's not me, if it's not us, then let this place remain vacant?
So let's try to clear this confusion a little bit, because lots of people watching this are just like, they are aware of what led to this, they are aware of the development, but they are wondering, what is going on now? So INEC has declared Barrister Bright Ngene the winner again. He has been declared winner of the rerun election. So the protest happens, it has happened now, and they're wondering, if he has been declared the winner, what exactly is going to happen since he's in prison? Is it that he's not being allowed to come out of prison to go ahead and represent the constituency at the Enugu State House of Assembly? Because what aggravated the protest, if he was declared winner, shouldn't that have automatically given him that seat? What exactly is going on? Is he unable to leave the prison? Are they refusing to release him? Let's know where we are now that he's been declared winner again.
He cannot just walk out of the prison facility.
That's right.
There has to be a process from the court, probably granting him bail.
Is that being stalled?
That is what I am telling you, that from the 18th of March this very year, his case have not been heard.
So now that he's been declared winner, what is the court saying?
Is still remaining as we speak.
So you've approached the courts and the court is refusing to do anything about it?
They've written several petitions, even to this CJ.
When was the last court visit or petition?
The last court visit, like I said, was on the 18th of March.
Have you, since he was declared winner, what has happened?
We've gone to court again.
When?
The opposition have taken us to court again.
When?
That was on the 18th.
Of March?
Of this August.
So of August, 18th of August, all right? Go ahead.
So they've taken us to court again. We're still trying to answer to that summon in court at the federal.
What's the summon?
That to disqualify Bright because he's in prison and a convicted fellow. But there's something they fail to understand. That conviction didn't happen before the elections. It happened after the elections. So it will all be for the judiciary to give us an interpretation to what they will say of that. Let's not feel as we want to preempt them. But the truth is, if you follow the case very well, you will see a lot of lacunas in the case, because when they are trying to make up issues for themselves and say, no, it has to go through this way, you're still seeing other loopholes.
So INEC has declared Bright Ngene, Barrister Ngene, the winner again. But now, who has been taken to court exactly? Who has been taken to court?
Bright Ngene and the Labour Party.
So the Labour Party and Bright Ngene has been summoned to court by the opposition, right? So that's where it stands right now. As at now. So INEC's declaration of Bright Ngene as the winner of the rerun election cannot hold any water because he's yet in prison. He's still in prison, isn't that it?
It's holding water.
Okay, go ahead.
It's holding water because...
Explain us. Tell us why.
INEC is emboldened with that responsibility of conducting free, fair and credible elections.
Accurate.
Right? And they have the mandate to declare winners. That is where their job ends. So from there, you take it to the court. So they have done what they are positionally...
And they've left it to the parties.
Left it to other parties.
Right. So what was the response from the Nigerian Bar Association as the protest was led to outside the area where that conference is happening?
A lot of people were not aware of this matter because, media haven't carried the news enough. But after that protest yesterday, we saw, in fact, he was visited in prison by the former, led by the former vice president of the NBA. They visited him. They were in their numbers. They show solidarity, and they are taking this case up one after the other. We're speaking to the right authority. Like we've always maintained, we've said, please, let this case, just like we maintained during the election, we said, let the election run. We're also saying, let this judicial process run. Let it not be stopped.
Did Barrister Ngene perpetrate the crimes, or did he not?
He didn't.
So are you faulting the timeline of the conviction, or are you faulting the crime?
I am faulting the timeline of the process leading to the conviction.
What about the crime?
Good. It has to be proved via the process. But through the process, it wasn't proved beyond reasonable doubt.
So there's still that doubt that has to be proved.
When you give judgment, it should be seen as fair to all.
Right. Okay, we're out of time. It's already 9:58. Of course, the business morning is supposed to come up now. But thank you so much for bringing this to the fore. And we'll definitely follow up on developments as they progress. Thank you once again, Mr. Ben.
Thank you.
On that note, the morning show has come to an end, and subsequent bulletins will bring you insights on other events surrounding the conference. Of course, bringing the operations side of Hotel Presidential. Is it really fully booked? Are other hotels in Enugu fully booked? In fact, fully booked has become a household term in Enugu now. Restaurants are fully booked, hotels fully booked. We'll bring you insights from the business perspective and subsequent bulletins. Until we see you again, same time, same channel tomorrow at 8 a.m. I remain your host, Nathalie Uku.
Oji Nwachukwu, have a good one. Bye for now.